Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Bad Toy Reviews. Today we are talking about Voltron. First up, this is Voltron from Playmates. He is absolutely huge. You'll see him here next to my favorite tool for scale, Worthy Captain America. He's pretty big. I think he's about 18 inches tall. Next up, here is the 20th anniversary Toy Nami Voltron. And here's Cap next to him. He's about 12 inches tall. Today, I received this. This is the brand new Voltron figure from Super 7. We'll start off taking a look at the packaging here. It's got this very cool chromed package. You can see my ring light reflected in it. This is the front, and then of course you've got the red side for the right arm, the green side for the left arm. On top you've got blue for the right leg, and on the back where it says Voltron Defender of the Universe, they're in yellow. So once we take this gorgeous slipcover off of him, there he is. Voltron Defender of the Universe by Super 7. 7-inch scale figure. Let's go ahead and get him out and take a closer look. Alright guys, here he is out of the package. You can probably hear my voice, but disappointment abounds with this guy. I was so excited for it. I pre-ordered it the same time I pre-ordered the Toxic Avenger video, or Toxic Avenger figure that I did a video on recently, and it's based on the cartoon that, you know, I watched when I was a kid. I've always liked Voltron. It was always really cool. You know, I can't sit here and say that I've seen every episode or anything like that, but something about like robots and anthropomorphic animals. I know there's not anthropomorphic animals in Voltron. I'm just, you know, telling you a little bit about me. But robots and anthropomorphic animals, I always kind of dug them. I don't know what it is. It's just who I am. You know, maybe it's because I loved the Muppets so much when I was a kid. I don't know. But I was so stoked when this figure was shown at Toy Fair in 2019. As soon as it went up for pre-order, I pre-ordered it. And I've just waited patiently. You know, when the Toxic Crusader and the upcoming Ren and Stimpy figures were all delayed due to problems with the COVID-19 virus in China. And it was fine. Like, I was okay. You know, I wasn't out anything. I knew it was going to come. And then not too long ago, Super 7 released a video showing, you know, prototypes and prototype packaging. And I got stoked again. And then Toxie showed up and was such a cool figure. And then this guy showed up, and I opened the box, and the packaging was so cool. And then as soon as I saw the figure, I was like, well, here's a little problem, there's a little problem. But getting him out, the problems just intensified. First, we'll talk about his accessories. He comes with the shield here. As you see there, it's got a large handle for it there. He comes with his sword. And, you know, none of it's shiny, but it's based on the cartoon. It's not supposed to be. I'm okay with that. What starts to bother me are things like that. You know, there's a huge plop of red. I assume it's red paint. Let's see if I can get it off of my thumbnail. I mean, I can probably get that off. Not a big deal. It's fine. But it's one piece, it's solid, there's no break in it, which is going to come into play here right now. He also came with an alternate red lion head here and an alternate green lion head here. And, you know, at first thought, you're like, okay, well, they're roaring. You know, you've seen Voltron with his hand out. And one of the heads is roaring while the other one holds an accessory. So, cool. They're roaring. So, let's take a closer look at Voltron himself here. As I said, It's the old animated show style. The wings are one piece on the back. Cool, fine. You know, there's no openings for pilots or anything like that. And I didn't expect there to be. That's not what's got me disappointed. What has me disappointed, and it's not the articulation. For what this figure is, the articulation is fine. He moves this way. The arm goes all the way around. There's a bend here at the elbow. There's a bicep swivel. It can turn here. And obviously, since it does come with other pieces, these lines will pop off. You know, you can, I'll go ahead and do it. There's the green one. We'll put him in there. You see, I still have red paint on my thumbnail. Here's the red one. We'll get him swapped out. So there's the alternate red lion and the green lion. And, you know, let me fix my light here. But there's more. There's a giant blob of yellow paint there. We'll scratch at that. And it's, you know, I can fix that. That's fine. This is out of the package. I literally took this out of the package. I looked it over because I'm going to talk about it. And here on the yellow lion's nose, I've got paint missing. I've got paint missing here on the bridge. It's fine. It's black paint. You know, you can paint black paint. I shouldn't have, well, here on the blue lion, same thing. But if it compounds when you turn it to the side, because this is supposed to be white, yet there's still blue. Like, there's still blue peeking out of this. Here's the back of the figure. As far as articulation and the legs go, leg goes up, bends at a single jointed knee, which, again, fine. I don't have any problem with that. I wasn't expecting something hyper-articulated. There is a little bit of play here in the ankle, not a lot. And to be completely honest, I don't even see how it'll be useful in anything. It's like they put it there to put it there. Another gripe with this figure is it doesn't sit flat. It cannot sit flat. It's going to sit on that yellow head for whatever reason. Nothing I've been able to do with this has been able to get it to sit flat. My biggest problem, the thing that annoys me the most, is this. He can't hold the sword. He cannot hold the sword. Cannot. And I thought maybe, okay, well, you know, there's not a hinge here, but maybe I can force it open enough where he can hold the sword. And I can if I use both hands. But if I'm using, I shouldn't have to have an assistant to put his, like, I'm so irritated because I waited so long for this figure. You know, when I see Hasbros that have paint slop on them, it's not a big deal because I went to Target or I went to Walmart or, you know, I ordered it off of Amazon and had it 2 days later. It's not something I pre-ordered over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago now. And I wanted to love this figure when I saw the box, and the box was so cool and chrome. I mean, even the insert on the box, even this insert, very, very cool. You know, you could cut these flaps here off and pose it in front of that, and it would look so cool. I wanted to love this figure so much. I wanted to love this figure so much, but these lion heads, I mean, maybe I can force the shield in there, but I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to do this on what is, I mean, it's a premium price figure. It was $35, something like that. Like this head, great for a roaring head if you could pose him that way. But he's not holding the shield ever. Put it in there. Watch. Gone. He's not holding the shield. I should not, and this is, like, it's a softer, it's PVC, maybe, I don't know. But I shouldn't have to pull his jaw all the way down. And, I mean, even if I do that, I can wedge it in there. But I don't want to break these fangs. Like, I shouldn't have to do that on something that isn't a mass retail type of figure. I'm not saying it's premium. I'm not saying it's Hot Toys. I'm not saying that at all. Like, this Toynami figure. This Toynami figure. I mean, this is die-cast. This is die-cast. And he was never, like, you could never go inside Target and pick this up. Like, this thing sells now for a couple $100. And I didn't pay a couple $100 for this Voltron. I paid $30 or $35. I can't remember. But I paid $35 and then waited over a year. It should not have the type of issues that it does have. I was so excited for this figure. So excited. And now, I mean, it doesn't really affect my life. I'm not the world's biggest Voltron fan, but I am a fan, which is why I bought it. And I expect more after such a long wait. And at that price point, for what this is, I expected more. And I did not get it. I so wanted to do this video and just gush over how cool this figure is and how it takes me back to when I was a kid and remember watching this show with my brothers. But it just, aside from just looking at it, I can't put the sword. Like, he can't hold the sword. He can't hold the shield. It's just here's Scale with Cap. Here I've got Toxie over on my shelf. So here's him and Toxie. So there's a Scale. I wanted to love this figure so much, and I'm so disappointed in its execution. The fact that he comes with accessories he can't even hold. Like, even if I could pry the Red Lion's mouth open and put the sword in there, I mean, am I damaging it? Why not? Let's give it a shot. So here's the Red Lion. Let's try to get the best face forward on the sword. Open up. I'm force feeding a Red Lion a sword, and he can't even, like, it's loose. It's loose. When I force it in there, it's still loose. He can't even hold it like a sword. I mean, will it still look fine on my shelf? Let's get a Cap out of here. I'm not disappointed in Cap at all. Will it still look fine on my shelf without the sword in his hand? Sure. Sure. Can I take some black paint and touch these little spots up? And can I take some white paint and touch this up? Absolutely. I'm not the world's most gifted customizer, but I have that ability. Can I take something and clean this off? Sure, absolutely I can. But all of my meager customization skills in the world are not gonna fix this. He can't even hold his own sword. His sword that has, for some reason, an unexplained red splotch right in the middle of it. Can't hold it in this roaring head. Can't hold it in this one. I mean, those heads are basically, you know, whenever you see him holding the sword and in the Red Lion's mouth, and he's got the Green Lion pointed out. Like, I didn't even really talk about this. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's a softer plastic. I'm okay with that. If he could hold these accessories, I would be all right with it. I would have no gripes with it. But the fact that he can't even hold his own accessories, and I mean, you see there's more sloppy paint here, and something that had me so excited is now just, and it's first world problems. I get that. But there he is, Voltron, Defender of the Universe. If you have not purchased this already, I would not suggest purchasing this iteration of it. You know, maybe they come back to it and do another version. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I'm going to reach out to Super 7 on Twitter. And let's adjust the light. Yeah, that's a little better. I'm going to reach out to Super 7 on Twitter and just see what's what, you know. Like I said, guys, I wanted to love this thing. Everything in me wanted to love this thing. But in its current state, I still like it. You know, it's still something I like. But it's not something that I'm excited about. It's not something that, you know, after, like with Toxie, after a year and a half waiting on Toxie, I was still over the moon about it because it's such a great figure. But this one just missed the mark completely for what it is. Even if it had come in and this piece of articulation wasn't here, this thing wasn't here, but he had accessories that he could actually utilize and be put on a shelf with, because I mean, I'm 40 years old. I'm not out here in my shop playing with toys. Like I don't have the Avengers fighting the Justice League, fighting G.I. Joe. Like, I buy things because I like them. I want to display them. If for no one else but me. No one comes out here but me. I have 2 kids. I have 2 daughters, but they're not into this stuff. You know, I've got a shop full of nerdy things. Ninja Turtles, Godzilla, the Joker, my Alf stuffed animal, Hobbs stuffed animal that I made. The monkey there was my daughter's favorite toy as a baby. We bought extra. It's a funny story. A scooter that I've had since I was a child. Fievel hiding behind Stan Lee. You know, you've seen my Iron Giant stuff. My Captain America display where they fall over when I took Voltron out. Hellboy, robots. You know, I have a lot of nerdy things. It's part of who I am. And that's okay. And I don't expect everything to be perfect. But I didn't expect this to be perfect. But I didn't expect so many failures. And I know I'm ranting now, and sorry about that, but it just has me a little bummed out. So I know it's a first world problem, and people have it worse than me. I'm griping about an action figure I spent money on, but I don't know. Maybe my hopes were too high. Sorry if this video is a bummer, guys. If you have any questions about Voltron or anything else that you saw in the video, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Leave me a like, subscribe, hit the bell on, and hopefully the next video will be a little better. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching.